All right, team, time to train. Ready, neutral stance, position, set, courtesy. Loud and proud, student creed number 1. I intend to develop myself in a positive manner and to avoid anything that would reduce my mental growth, my physical health. Number 2, I intend to develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and in others. Number 3, I intend to use what I learned in class constructively and offensively to help myself and my fellow man, and never to be abusive or offensive. 3 claps. Courtesy. All right, team, as we get warmed up, we're just simply going to start off with some movement. And we're going to add the jab to it. And last week we worked this a little bit off of not as 2 count basics. On 1 I jab, 2 I shuffle, 4 I jab, right? And it's just a small step. It's not huge. If you watch my feet on here, I jab and I hold my ground, and then just small step jab. My goal is just to get in range to where I'm striking the person, right? So whichever side forward you want, jab and then step jab and then move a little bit. Jab, step jab, and then move. Jab, step jab, and then move, right? And you're off. Go, jab, step jab, and then we move. Jab, jab, and then move. Keep it going, jab, jab. Let's see how awesome that movement looks. Remember where your guard's at. Keep your hands up. Make sure your hand comes right away from your face also. So instead of my hand dropping and then coming out, I want it to be straight from my face, straight away, right? Keep going. About another 30 seconds. And time. All right, so now on the first one, you're still going to jab. And now on the second one, I'm going to throw jab cross, right? So now I'm going to go jab, step in, jab cross. Jab, step in, jab cross, right? On the cross, remember, turn that shoulder over, right? And 30 or about 1 minute with this one. Go. So I'll do it with you for the first 30. I'm going to get my own body warmed up a little too as well, right? Jab, step, jab, and then move a little bit. Jab, step, jab, cross, rather. Not jab, step, jab. Jab, step, jab, cross. Turn that right hand over. Jab, 1, 2. Right? Then punch with that shoulder. 1, 2. Drive that shoulder through. Keep going. Let's see it. Let's see. Go, go, go. That's better with a jab, Andrea. Keep it going. Straight from the face. Nice, Shivansh. Nice extension, Netra. Keep going, keep going. 10 more seconds. And time. All right, so now we're going to add jab, cross, hook. So jab, I step in, jab, cross, hook, and then I come right back. Jab, step, jab, cross, hook, and then I'm right back to movement again. All right? And 1 minute, go. Jab, step in, 1, 2, 3, and then I move. Jab, 1, 2, 3. That first one, I'm kind of testing the waters. There's the opening, right? I'm seeing, is there an opening? Pom, pom, pom. Many times that jab is what we would call opening the door, right? One of my first instructors referred to that as opening the door. I open the door, and then I get my combo. Now, adding a jab at the very end would be closing the door. I hit my combo, and then I jab on my way out, right? Work my way in, jab on my way out. We could also think of the fact that that head movement, in case they throw something out the door, I'm moving my head, right? Jab, 1, 2, 3, and then I move to get out of the way, right? Jab, I open the door, get my combo, move, get out of the way. Keep going, let's see it. 20 more seconds. That's it, Gustavo. Remember, keep your eyes forward, team. When I punch, I don't want to turn my head. I want my eyes on the prize, eyes straight forward. Yeah, my head might move, but my eyes are right here, right? Eyes are locked. Nice, Sophia. Good, and time. Now you're gonna stick your jab, and then off of the jab, I'm gonna hit a hook cross. So a little bit of a different combination. It's gonna work off of the novice combination we're gonna get to in a minute. So the white belt combination in this cycle has been jab, cross, hook. The novice combination is gonna be back like front kick, hook, cross. We'll get to that one in a moment. Right now, I jab to test the water, and then I step in, hook, cross. So I'm covering a little bit of distance with that hook, right? If you're watching again from the side, I test the water, I step 1, 2, right? It might be that I test the water, I step in low, 1, 2. And now I wanna make sure if I really get deep in, and by what I mean by that is, if I step deep, this bottom foot comes with me. I don't want to reach with my legs. So if I'm here and I'm reaching and I'm really stepping, both feet move. If I hit and I see it's just a short little spot, maybe I hit, they throw their cross, I slip, then I can just slide to the side, right? So now jab and then hook cross. And we're off. Go. There was your break. Quick break. And now we're back to work. Jab, hook cross, and then we move, right? Jab, hook cross, and then move. Jab, hook cross. That's it. Let's see it. Let me see the movement. Hit, hook cross. After the jab, hook cross. So lead hand, so watch jab, and then hook cross. That's it, Nathaniel. Nice work. Sophia, really good guard. Looks really strong. Remember to reach with that cross, team. Turn that shoulder over. Get it to be the front shoulder. A little more, Matthew, even more. More. Reach with that right hand. More, reach. And time. All right, so now off of the jab, we're going to go to the novice combination. So I hit my jab, and then I hit back leg front kick into the hook cross, and then I move. Actually, I take that back. Before we go into that, let's warm our kicks up a little bit. This will give you a chance to lower your heart rate. If you've really been pushing through these zones, you should feel your heart pumping a little bit now. So 3 basic kicks we have for a front kick. I throw my back leg front kick. I might lean back defensive front kick. I may slide up and throw my front kick, right? Right now you're working any one of the 3 from the stance you spar from the most, right? So I'm in my ready stance, and I hit with my back leg, and then I move around a little. I lean back, I hit with my lead leg, move around a little. I slide in to throw my kick, and then I move around a little. And I want you to think, actually start to work first, and then I'll tell you what I want you to think. So ready, let's go, work. So we're kicking. Kick with my back leg, I move. I lean back, I kick, I move. I slide in and kick. And what I want you to think of as you're doing this, where would you use any one of these 3 in a sparring situation? Because they all have their own spot, but every one of these front kicks, I'm going to apply differently, and I can't use some of them for the same spot, right? If I'm trying to close the gap and I lean back and I kick, that's not going to work so much, right? If somebody's charging in at me and I slide in to kick them, again, I might be closing the gap too fast and get jammed. So where would I use which one? Keep going. 30 more seconds. Get it warmed up. Make them strong kicks, right? Crouch forward, hands are up. Nice height, Netra. Good, okay, so time. So here's what I want you to think. We're gonna break each one down individually just for like 30 seconds. I'm gonna give you a scenario, and I want you to practice sparring that scenario, and obviously you're sparring it virtually, but this is gonna be a really important part of our training for the future for a little while here, right? Is I'm imagining somebody is charging in at me, and the moment I see them move, I lean back and I front kick them, right? So I have no more forward movement, because if I do, they're gonna be too close. They're stepping into charge with like a cross or something, and I lean back and I kick them. And then I said, I see them charge, I lean back, I kick them. They charge, I lean back, I kick them, right? So I want you to visualize that without me. Visualize it on your own. I want you to be able to practice this. 30 seconds, go. Come on, you should be working. Let's go. Time to train. And right now it should be your lead leg, your front leg. If you have your left side forward, that makes that your left leg. Remember, it should be fast and explosive. Somebody's charging in at you. You've got to be fast. That leg has to come up almost like instantly. They're charging. Boom, get it up. And time. All right, so now the next scenario, I'm going to use my back leg, and it's going to be the same drill for a little bit. So now as they're charging in, I have a little bit more space, and I'm using my back leg to be able to kick them. Maybe it's my stronger leg. Maybe, again, I have a little bit more distance as they charge, and so I'm using my back foot to drive that first kick. So it's got to be fast. I'm here, they charge, boom, I got to get that kick out quickly, right? Ready, 30 seconds, go. Show me. They step, boom, hit me. We'll do it that way. Ready, hands are up. When I step, you better hit me. Ready? Some of you I got, you better be fast. That's it, ready. Wait till I charge, wait till I charge. Oh, that caught you some with you with that big right hand. Boom. One more. All right, so now slide up front kicks. Where am I going to use this one? This is when I want to close the gap. The person's too far away, and so I slide into part of the kick. Right now, we're going to do it as if we're sliding in, kicking them, and just getting out of range. Right? There's no punching right now. I'm just stepping in, I kick, and then I get right back out. I step in fast, I kick. Your cue is going to be me moving away. So we're here, and I move away, and you slide in and kick me. All right? Here we go, 30 seconds. Ready? I move, slide in, kick me. And then you're back to your guard. Ready? Gotta be fast, gotta be fast. Ready? That's it. Come on, come on. One more. All right, nice. So now a little reaction training drill. If I move in, you have to kick me. Lead leg or back leg, don't care which one. If I move back, then you have to kick me. And honestly, you could use your lead leg or back leg here too. Because look, if I'm here and the person starts moving away, here we'll use the circle again. Watch how far I kick away on my slide up front kick, right? I step, I kick, right? I'm like twice past the circle almost with my slide up front kick. So my foot's way on the other side. Watch how far I kick with my back leg front kick. Ready? I kick, right? It's harder for me to see the extension because my back turns, but look, my foot's in the same spot. I can cover almost the exact same amount of space, right? So either way, it could be they leave, I hit my back leg and I switch my stance, or they leave, I use my front leg, right? And I keep my same stance forward. Either one is acceptable. All right, there's your break. Ready, hands are up. If I move away, you chase me down with your kick. If I move in, remember the front leg can only be a lean back because I'll close the gap too fast. Ready? Here we go. Remember, don't slide up on that one. If I'm moving in, just lean back and kick fast. I move back, chase me down. So either kick and switch your stance, or you're sliding in to kick me. Move away, get that kick in. I charge, kick. I move away, slide up and kick. I move away, slide up and kick. Shooting for the legs, kick me. All right, and set. Courtesy. All right, so relax for a second. From here, we're gonna go into the combination. So we're starting with our jab, and I'm using that jab for my distance finder. You should use your jab more than any other strike, typically, when you're boxing, right? Because that's what figures out my distance. How far away can I be? If I can't touch you with my jab, I probably can't touch you with anything else, right? So I use it for a range. Sometimes I use it stiff, meaning I hit hard, but a lot of times it's just how far away am I? How far away am I, right? And then I throw the combo off that. So I jab, I hit the combo, hook cross, and then I'm gonna move. You're gonna start off by just warming this combo up, right? I'm gonna give you a minute. You're just going back leg front kick, hook, cross, and then we move a little bit. Back leg front kick, hook, cross, and then move. 1 minute. Ready, get set, go. So we're off, kick, hook, cross, and then we move. Kick, hook, cross, move. That's it. Move. Move. All right, let's see it. Keep it going. Come on, you guys should be working, not watching me work. You only need to see me one time, you're ready to go. That's it, hands right up. Really good guard, Sophia. Remember, team, turn your shoulders. Hook, turn, cross, turn. Get that turn, turn, turn. Nice, Sophia, that's much better. Right, good rotation. Nathaniel, good rotation. Extend your hand on your cross a little bit more. Right there, extend your hand. So on your cross, extend your hand. You have good shoulder rotation, but you're here, extend. There you go, that's better. Good, and time. All right, so now here's the drill. You guys are working your jab. You're jabbing, you're jabbing, you're jabbing. I say combo, you hit the combo. In fact, let me grab my targets. You have about 12 seconds to take a little break. One more nice deep breath, ready? And here we go, ready? And stick the jab, 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 combo, kick, hook cross, and move, jab, combo, kick, hook cross, jab, 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 combo, kick, hook cross, right away to the jab again. Jab, as soon as you get done with that kick, I hit combo, hook cross, and then just imagine I'm gonna have you pumping that jab again right away. Jab, 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 combo, kick, hook cross, right away to the jab again, jab, right away, that's it. Jab, combo, kick, hook cross, jab, jab, combo, kick, hook cross, jab. Nice, jab, jab, combo, jab, jab, and time. Breathe for a moment. All right, so now the intermediate level combination is to be able to add the roundhouse kick on at the end, right? So now you're firing your front kick, hook, cross, and then I work my lead leg roundhouse kick into the very end of the combination. And then imagine getting back to a position where you can jab from again quickly, right? So I'm here and I hit, kick, hook, cross. I throw my roundhouse and I'm right away in a position where I could jab again if I needed to, all right? So warm up the combination and I want you to throw that jab afterwards just because it'll be good training for you. Hook cross, and then I throw the roundhouse, and then right away I get back to a position to throw that very first jab, all right? 1 minute, training, go. So we're here, kick, 1, 2, roundhouse, jab, kick, jab, kick, hook, cross, kick, jab. That's it, keep working it. Let's see how you look. Remember to get that jab right back out there afterwards. Sit Nate through nice work with a combo. And then the jab right after that roundhouse. Get position to throw the jab again. Time. All right, so now back to target work. So now I can say jab and then combo. And remember, as soon as you throw that roundhouse kick, expect me to have you jab immediately right afterwards, right? I have a couple of you that I'm specifically watching each time, but for the most part, you should be keeping up with whoever I happen to be working with, all right? So here we go, ready, set, courtesy, tap gloves, and fight. Ready, jab, jab, combo, kick, hook cross, roundhouse, right to the jab, jab, right away, that's it, Sean, jab, jab, combo, right away, jab, that's it, jab, jab, combo. Come on, get that kick out fast. Right to the jab again. Good, ready, jab. Jab, come on, get that jab out faster. Jab, combo. Come on, 1, 2, kick. Back to the jab right away. That's it. As soon as you plant that foot, combo, kick, hook cross, kick. Right to the jab again, right away. Jab, that's it. Jab, jab, combo, kick, hook cross, kick, right to the jab again, jab, 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 combo, combo, again, combo, again. See who's faster, combo, Andrea or Shivansh. They're both right next to each other. Combo. Oh, so close. Ready? Combo. Nice job. All right, and relax. Deep breath. All right, so now let's talk about head movement a little bit. Different types of head movement. I can either slip from side to side or I can bob and weave. right? And today I want you to think of it like a triangle. So right now I'm going down either side of the triangle. I come down this side, I come down this side. One side or the other side, right? So that would be the slipping, mostly off of a straight line strike. I jab you, you slip that way to get away from the hand, so you go to the outside. I throw the cross, you slip that side to get away. Sometimes it's hard to slip a hook, right? And typically, well, we'll talk about that in a second. So right now, just think the straight line strikes are coming, and you're just going slip, 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 slip. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm getting one of my new training tools. We're using this with the live classes to help you get your head out of the way. All right, so here we go. So I go to jab you in the head, and you have to sloop and get your head out of the way fast. I don't care left or right, just move, go. Go, 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 go. Now make sure you are practicing going one side or the other. I don't say go, I'm just going now. And it's red too. I should have gotten black ones so that you guys could see it a little better. Here. All right, so now going to the bob and weave. So here's what I was gonna get to is sometimes if the hook comes at the side of my head, right? So as it's coming this way, I start with the slip, but now I bob underneath the other side or weave underneath the other side. So this is where we would call it more bob, weave, and then I'm back to the other side. Look how my head also makes a triangle. I was talking to this to the group yesterday. Sometimes, you know, different ways of thinking help different people. So think about drawing a triangle. I drop down one side of the triangle, I bring my head along the bottom of the triangle, and then I bring my head right back up the other side, right? Drop down one side, go along the bottom, come back up the other side. Drop down one side, go along the bottom, back up the other side. Practice that on your own for a minute, go. So let's see how awesome you look with this one. Shivansh, nice work. Andrea, Gustavo, very good. Good, remember, keep your hands up, Gustavo. Hands right up, hands up, yes. Think right up by your cheeks, buddy. Nature, good work. Same thing with you. Keep your hands by your cheeks on the outside more than just underneath your chin, right? Hands up this way. Yes, very nice. Good work. Let's see, who else do we have looking awesome? Sophia, really good work, Sophia. Now switch and go to the other direction. Some of you are already alternating, and that's cool. It doesn't matter, right? We're gonna go either side, both sides anyway. So now go to the other side. So now I go down this side of the triangle, I come back underneath, and then I stand up. So I go here, and then I'm back up. Here, and then back up. Here, back up. On your own, go. Drop down, and then up. Drop down, up, down, up. Let's see it. Sit hand stay up, remember, to the side of the faces. If I go this way and they happen to be throwing something that way, I want something to help protect myself, right? Now at the same time, I'm going this way because the strike is coming that way, so I better keep that hand up as well to help protect myself, right? So your hand should be in tight. When you're in tight with somebody, your hands are up. Picture they're gonna try and punch you right in the mouth or in the throat, right? I want my hands covering those two areas. Good, and time. All right, so now let's blend this into the combination a little bit. So we're gonna put it in the middle of the combination today. So I'm gonna do a punch and a kick. I'm gonna slip my head, and then I'm gonna throw a kick and a kick and a punch, and then a punch and a kick. So if we take that combination we just did, back leg front kick, hook cross, switch step roundhouse kick. We're gonna put it in after the second count. So I'm gonna go kick, and then punch, and then I'm gonna bob it off to one side or slip off one side, and then I throw in my cross into my roundhouse. Now remember, there's 4 ways we can move our head. So I can move this side, I can move this side, I can bob and weave this side, I can bob and weave this side, right? And it's important to understand why would you move on each one of those spots, right? If the person throws their jab, then I'm gonna tend to bob and weave to my back shoulder. If they throw their cross, and this is the same side forward, so when I'm visualizing them, I'm looking at the person and they're sparring me like this. I throw my jab, you want to bob your head or slip your head that way. I throw my cross, you're going to slip your head this way, right? If I throw my hook, you're going to bob and weave this way. If I throw this hook, bob and weave that way. So as you're doing this combination, I'm trying to visualize, I throw my kick, my hook, and then they throw their cross or their jab. So I go to my back shoulder, and then I throw my cross at my roundhouse, right? I throw my kick into my hook, they throw their cross. So I go to my front shoulder with the bob. and then I throw my cross into my roundhouse, right? Or I throw my kick and I throw my hook. They throw their left hook, which is coming this way at me now, so I have to come underneath this way, cross into my roundhouse, right? Or, wait a second, I might have said that. No, I said that right. So, or I throw, no, the hook would have been coming this way. Yes, so you had to go that way. So, or I throw my kick into my hook, and now the right hand is coming at me. And so as the right hand comes, right, and I'm this way, you guys have to bob and weave this way. And then I throw my cross and my kick. So you're trying to identify all four of the different ways you could slip off of that, all right? Ready, get set, go. Kick, hook, slip, cross, roundhouse, right? And then again, I go kick, hook, slip this way, cross, roundhouse, right? Let's actually just do those two for a minute, right? So kick, hook, slip to left, cross, or slip to your right, roundhouse. And then again, kick, hook, slip, cross, roundhouse. And kick, hook, slip, cross, roundhouse. Kick, hook, slip, cross, roundhouse. Keep working it. Let's see it. That's it. Kick, hook, quick slip, cross, roundhouse. If you slip forward, by the way, if I slip here, instead of coming back to throw the cross, I'm going to slip and I'm going to throw the cross right from there, right? Just like if I buy in the next, well, don't worry about that one yet. Just do it that one. If I slip here, boom, I throw the cross right from there, right? Couple more seconds. Keep going. All right, so time. All right, now you're going to do it with the bob and the weave. So now I fire my kick, I hook, and now I'm going to bob and weave to this side. Now this shoulder's already forward. I'm going to throw my cross right from there. It's a short, little quicker cross, but if I get my elbow up first, you'd be surprised how much power you get right there, right? So instead of punching it from here, when you're short, get the elbow up first, boom, and it really gets the shoulder behind it well, right? And then I go into my roundhouse kick, and then I'm right back, right? So again, kick, hook, bob and weave to the lead shoulder, short little cross, lead leg roundhouse kick, right? Or the other side is kick, hook, and now I have to come back this way because that big right cross is coming. So I slip all the way underneath it, and or right overhand right, like big wide right overhand right. I slip all the way under it, and then I come back with that harder cross into my roundhouse kick, right? So we're alternating between the two. Ready? Let's work. Go. So kick, hook, bob and weave forward, cross, roundhouse, back to your guard. Kick, hook, bob and weave all the way back up and around to that side, roundhouse. And try and visualize these. Under, cross, roundhouse, right? Throw in, boom, boom, that big right hook comes, I bob and weave all the way underneath it. Boom. Kick, hook, bob and weave, cross, roundhouse. Kick, hook, bob and weave, big, cross, roundhouse. Keep it going. Let me see how awesome you guys look. I'm on. Let me see the action. I shouldn't be the only one working here. Come on, where were you? There it is. Kick, hook. Oh. That's it, Shivansh. Good recovery. Nice, really good flow, Shivansh. Good, and time. All right, so now let's take that combination and I get to try and hit you with it. So now here's what's happening. I say go. You're gonna do your kick into your hook, and then I'm gonna try and thrust and hit you. And you have to slip off to one side or the other, and then go into your cross, and then your lead leg roundhouse kick, right? I'll be watching 1 or 2 people on the screen at a time, and then, so as soon as I'm watching them, as soon as they throw that hook, this is gonna be coming at you. So make sure you're ready to get your head out of the way, all right? Ready? 3, 2, 1, fight, ready, go. Kick, hook, get that head out. We'll finish the combo, cross roundhouse, and go. I didn't thrust at you yet. Why did you guys move? Pay attention to the screen. There's only like 1 of you that did it. Go. Kick, hook, wait. There we go. And remember right now it's short, tight, not the big bob and weave. This, bam, that's just a jab or the cross. You don't have time to do this big, huge bob and weave. Just get your head out of the way quick. Ready, go. Sit Shivansh. Go. And then backhand lead leg. There we go. That's better. Go. And then kick. That's it, Netra. Go. And time. All right, so now going with the bob and weave. So now after I say go, I'm going to swing at you this side or I'm going to swing this way. And you have to pay attention now because if I go from this side and you bob and weave the wrong way, you're going to get hit, right? So if I go this way, you're bob and weaving, your head is coming underneath this way. If I swing this way, your head should be bob and weaving and coming up on that side, right? Let's give it a shot. Ready, hands are up and go. Cross hook. And then I swing. Get your head out. That's it, Shivansh. And then remember, cross roundhouse afterwards. Go. Front kick. Hook. Get the head out of the way. Cross. Cross. Lead leg roundhouse. That's it. Go. Nice, Shivansh. Good work. Go. That's it, Andrea. Go. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Wait. Nature, get away from the screen. And go. That's it. Remember, throw the cross after. Go. Kick. Hook. That's it. Go. Good, Matthew. Remember, keep your hands up, guys. Be fast. Get your hands up. Go. Remember, cross after the hook. So after you bob and weave, throw the cross out of the bob and weave, regardless of which way you go. Go. Nice. Good work. And time. All right, so now from here, you're going to do the advanced combination. So the advanced combination starts with your lead leg. So now I go lead leg front kick. Cross hook, and then I come through back leg roundhouse kick. I can either follow all the way through and come back to my guard, or I can fire the roundhouse kick, and I can can plant back to my ready stance. So lead leg kicks, and then I go cross hook, back leg, plant back to my ready stance, or I go lead leg kick, cross hook, I hit, I follow through, and I come this way, right? And warm it up now. 1 minute, ready, go. Lead leg, cross hook, back leg. And come right back through, right? Right back. Oh, wrong one. Lead leg, cross hook, back leg. Boom. All right, keep going. Let's see how you look. So remember, you're starting with the lead leg now. Lead leg starts. Left leg, right, left, right. Slow down and listen to my coaching, please. Left leg, right, left, right. There we go, better. Yes, that's it. Come on, let's see it, get to work. 1 breath in between, not 5. Hands right back up quickly. They're gonna throw jab cross right away. You gotta get your hands up. And the jab cross comes, boom. Oh, I just punched someone in the back of the head. And yep, that's the one. Time. All right, so now from here, adding in the slip. So I'm gonna let you do this just for like 30 seconds on your own to get used to it. Again, we're gonna go with just the slip first. I go lead leg, and then I hit the cross, and then I think I slip back to that shoulder, come back with my hook, and then my roundhouse kick. Sorry for the weak roundhouse kick. And then I do the other one, back leg front kick, lead leg front kick into my cross. Now look, I'm already slipped forward. So if they happen to throw their, let's see, for you guys, that would be my cross off of that, then you would just slip a little bit further, right? So I go lead leg, I have my cross, they try and throw their cross, I slip a little further, and then I come back, hook, and then the back leg, right? Sorry, I was just reprocessing that again. So again, I'm either hitting here, one, slip, and then cross, nope, sorry, backwards, front leg, backhand, slip to the back shoulder, hook, back leg roundhouse kick, or I'm hitting front leg, reverse puncher, cross, slip closer to my front shoulder, and then I come back, hook, into the roundhouse kick, right? Either one of those, go. So we're going kick, hook, slip to the back, cross. I did it off the lead leg again, kick, cross, slip to the back, hook, back leg, lead leg, cross, slip to the front, hook, back leg, lead leg, cross, slip to the back shoulder, hook, cross, lead leg, cross, slip to the front shoulder, hook, cross. Keep going. Let's see it. Good work, Andrea. Shvanch looks good. Nathra, nice work. Lead leg cross, figure out which way we go, hook, and then back leg. And time. All right, so now we're gonna pick it up a little bit and go to using the club again, right? So that you guys can get used to kind of the reactions of it a little bit while we're still in that phase. I want you to make sure you throw good roundhouse kicks. Remember, the good roundhouse, my hip turns over the top at the extension of the kick, as opposed to I kick and then I turn, which is an inside pressing kick, right? Or if I turn too far and I kick, my kick comes down, and that's not the kick either. I want it flat across, like there's a table, a chair right there, boom, flat across, and then I come all the way right back through to my guard, all right? So now on the count, I say go, you fire lead leg, and you can go off of either side. So I can roll forward and then come back with my hook, back leg roundhouse kick, or I can go lead leg, I throw the cross, I can come back this way, and then hook, and then roundhouse. Which way you slip is your choice, all right? So here we go, ready, hands up, and go, lead leg, and then cross, slip, and hook, back leg roundhouse. And again, go, come on, lead leg, cross, hook. That's it, and go, lead leg kicks, cross, slip. That's it, Nathaniel, and go. Where is it? Come on. Got to get that head out of there quick. Get your hands up, Go. Lead leg, cross. Come on, faster on that count. Get your head out of the way. Slip. Keep going. Keep going. I'm just switching screens. Ready? Go. Good. Nice work, Shivansh. Go. Nice. Good work. Ready? Go. Good. Nice work, Andrea. Go. One more time. Go. Excellent. And relax. All right. So now here's what we're going to do for this last one. If I say jab, you're sticking the jab. All right. And then I'm going to say combo. You throw whichever combo you want. You can start with your lead leg or you can start with your back leg. And then I'm going to try and hit you with my javelin, right? Or I might come this way. And you have to pay attention because if it comes straight at you, then it should be that you're slipping. If I swing this way sideways, then you need to get out from underneath it. If I come this way sideways, then you need to get out from underneath it a different way. All right? Here we go. Last round, best round. Guards up. And ready. Jab. 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 Combo. And then right back to jab, jab, combo. Pay attention to which way it's coming. I got somebody. Ready, jab, jab, combo. Well, you got to finish after I thrust it at you and you get your head out of the way. You got to finish the combo. Ready, jab, jab, go, combo. And then finish. There we go, much better. Jab, jab, combo. Combo. Again, right away. Jab, jab, combo. Jab, combo. Oh, sorry. Combo. And time. Everyone set. Courtesy. And relax stance, right? So as we wrap up, we're wrapping up. This week is going to be the final week about talking about controlling our emotions with at least the physical or the mental side of it, right? As we know, it's how we stand, how we breathe, and the things that we think. And the challenge with the human brain is it's really good at looking for problems. And it can be amazing at solving them as well. However, emotionally, we tend to look at why something could be wrong, and then we think of how it could be worse and worse and worse and worse, instead of trying to think of how we can make it better. So for instance, I might think to myself, you know, I heard somebody might have said something about me, and it was my friend Shivansh. So I'm gonna have to talk to Shivansh about this. And I know Shivansh said it, and he probably did say it, and this is probably what he said, so I'm probably gonna say this to him, and I'm gonna confront him, he's probably gonna not even tell me the truth and lie to me, and I'm gonna have to talk to him about it more and more, and pretty soon we're not gonna be friends anymore. And I put this out in the future over something that I heard somebody say that Shivansh might have said, right? It's like totally out there that it's possibly not true at all, right? And I may go to him and he may say, oh my gosh, I said nothing like that. This is what I said, but I could see how they could have mistaken it. I'm so sorry if I made you feel sad at all. And meanwhile, Shivansh is really my best friend because he's like caring about how I feel about the whole situation, right? But I put out there, I projected that he's gonna be really mad and sad and it's gonna be terrible and we're gonna get in a fight and we're not even gonna be friends anymore, right? So instead of going there, when we start thinking of this, we wanna catch ourselves and say, well, what could be right in this situation, right? Could he not really know what he said? Might I be mistaken? Might I not really know what's going on, right? How could the situation work out great? Shivansh is a good friend. I'm probably going to present it to him and he's going to tell me, holy cow, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I feel terrible that you feel bad about it, right? And he may apologize to me. That's probably what a good friend's going to do. So I want to project that out there, right? And then that way it's going to manifest a little bit more. Instead of going, oh no, oh no, oh no, danger, danger, it's getting worse, it gets worse. Think of how it can get better and you'll see that'll tend to come into your life a little bit more, right? So thank you so much for participating, team. I hope to see everybody live real soon. Set. Courtesy. You guys all rock. Thank you for hanging out.